Hamas military wing, and airstrikes against 20 underground sites housing long-range missile launchers capable of striking Tel Aviv. In January 2013, construction of the barrier on the Israeli-Egyptian border was completed in its main section. 395. Benjamin Netanyahu was elected Prime Minister again after the Likud-Israel-Beiteinu alliance won the most seats, 31, in the 2013 legislative election and formed a coalition government with secular centrist Yesh Atid Party, 19, rightist the Jewish Home, 12, and Livni's Heart Newer, 6, excluding Haredi parties. Labour came in third with 15 seats. 396, in July 2013, as a goodwill gesture to restart peace talks with the Palestinian Authority. Israel agreed to release 104 Palestinian prisoners, most of whom had been in jail since before the 1993 Oslo Accords. 397, including militants who had killed Israeli civilians. 397, 398, in April 2014, Israel suspended peace talks after Hamas and Fatah agreed to form a unity government. 399, following an escalation of rocket attacks by Hamas, Israel started Operation Protective Edge in the Gaza Strip on the 8th of July 2014, 400, which included a ground incursion aimed at destroying the cross-border tunnels. 401. Differences over the budget and a Jewish state bill triggered early elections in December 2014. 402. After the 2015 Israeli elections, Netanyahu renewed his mandate as prime minister when Likud obtained 30 seats and formed a right-wing coalition government with Kilanu, 10, the Jewish Home, 8, and Orthodox parties Shas, 7, and United Torah Judaism, 6, the bare minimum of seats required to form a coalition. The Zionist Union Alliance came second with 24 seats. 403. A wave of lone wolf attacks by Palestinians took place in 2015 and 2016, particularly stabbings. 404. Dedication ceremony of the Embassy of the United States in Jerusalem in 2018 on the 6th of December, 2017. President Donald Trump formally announced United States recognition of Jerusalem as capital of Israel. 405, which was followed by the United States recognition of the Golan Heights as part of Israel on the 25th of March, 2019. In March 2018, Palestinians in Gaza initiated the Great March of Return, a series of weekly protests along the Gaza-Israel border. 406. The COVID-19 pandemic began in Israel with the first case detected in February 2020 and the first death being that of a Holocaust survivor in March 2020. 407. Israel Shield was the government's program to combat against the virus. Nationwide lockdowns and mask mandates were present throughout the country for much of 2020 into 2021, with the vaccination campaign beginning in December 2020 along with Greenpeace's. 408, 409, 410. In late 2020, Israel normalized relations with 4 Arab League countries, the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain in September, known as the Abraham Accords. 411, Sudan in October, 412, and Morocco in December. 413, in May 2021, after tensions escalated in Jerusalem, Israel launched Operation Guardian of the Walls, trading blows with Hamas for 11 days. 414. The 2019-2022 political crisis featured political instability in Israel leading to 5 elections to the Knesset over a 4-year time period. The April 2019 and September 2019 elections saw no party able to form a coalition leading to the March 2020 election. 415. This election again looked to result in deadlock, but due to the worsening COVID-19 pandemic, Netanyahu and blue and white leader Benny Gantz were able to establish a unity government with a planned rotating prime ministership where Netanyahu would serve first and later be replaced by Gantz. 416. The coalition failed by December due to a dispute over the budget and new elections were called for March 2021. 417. 2021 present. Bennett, Lapid, Netanyahu 3. Following the March 2021 election, Naftali Bennett signed a coalition agreement with Yair Lapid and different parties opposed to Netanyahu on the right, center and left, whereby Bennett would serve as prime minister until September 2023 and then Lapid would assume the role until November 2025. 418. An Israeli Arab party, Rome, was included in the government coalition for the first time in decades. 419. In June 2022, following several legislative defeats for the governing coalition, Bennett announced the introduction of a bill to dissolve the Knesset and call for new elections to be held in November. 420. Yair Lapid became the new interim prime minister. 421. After the 2022 elections, Netanyahu was able to return as prime minister under a coalition that included Likud, Shas, United Torah Judaism, Religious Zionist Party, Otzma Yehudit and Noam, in what was described as the most right-wing government in the country's history. 422. The government has overseen an uptick in violence in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, driven by military actions such as the July 2023 Jenin incursion as well as Palestinian political violence, producing a death toll in 2023 that is the highest in conflict since 2005. 423. In October 2023, the 2023 Israel-Hamas war started. Demographics. Population of the land of Israel 65,650, 424, 65100150300550650 estimated Jewish population, thousands. 2,500 and 1,800 and 1,2005002001000 estimated total population 3,000 and 1,800 and 1,1000 and 1,500 and 1,500. Development of Israel by decade, 425, 426. 427, 19501960197019801990200020102020 population, thousands. 1,370.12,150.43,921.74,821.76,935.19,097.0 World Jewry percentage 6%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%, 38%, 42%, 44% GDP per capita, current US dollar, 1,3061,8,000,615,617,1,1,264,19,85928,59223,4,788. See also Flag. Israel Portal History Portal Archaeology of Israel. Hebrew calendar. History of the Arab-Israeli conflict. History of the Israel Defense Forces. History of Jerusalem. History of the Jews and Judaism in the land of Israel. History of the Middle East. History of Palestine. History of Zionism. Jewish history. Jewish military history. Levantine archaeology. LGBT history in Israel. List of Israeli museums. List of Jewish leaders in the land of Israel. List of years in Israel. Politics of Israel. Postage stamps and postal history of Israel. Time periods in the Palestine region. Timeline of Israeli history. Timeline of the history of the region of Palestine. Notes. The debate is described in Amahai Meza, Archaeology and the Biblical Narrative. The Case of the United Monarchy, see Bibliography, 29 pfn.2, for conservative approaches defining the United Monarchy as a state from Dan to Beersheba including conquered kingdoms, Ammon, Moab, Edom, and spheres of influence in Jeshua and Hamath. Compare for.
Good. That was a very long one. I have to read it again in the future, in a few weeks. I got it open here. Got it open here. So, but that's many hundred of links. So, but I think I'll read something like this next. But I have to look. This. What it is, Levant. No, maybe I should read this first. And this. Maybe. So, but I will think about that. I need some time to think what next. So I need now I need to upload like 15 videos. So I have to start to do that now. So I will stop the video.